Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker.
And the Queen City Picker.
Hey,
and the
Sally.
Upside Down Picker.
There's Sally.
And Todd.
Todrick.
And there's Todd, the silver hair stacker.
Oh, you don't want my contact's phone number, do you?
Hi, Tom.
Sally, you're wasting away, honey.
I already took that down. Sorry, Todd.
What's that?
That number.
Oh, I met a contact doing my garage sale Saturday.
Good.
She said she's got lots of good watches and stuff. So I was like,
Ooh.
licking my chops going, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, here's my card.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, Shauna and Kelly and Hank.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, StreamYard. Oh.
YouTube.
Good morning, Julie. Morning, YouTube. The YouTube. How you doing this morning, Sally? You bright-eyed and bush-tailed.
I had to learn a lot today.
Well, that's good. Fill your brain up with something.
Yeah, I started training for assistant manager today.
Woohoo!
You're training for what?
Assistant manager.
Oh.
I took a position.
When I take a position, people tend to handcuff me or beat me or something when I take a position.
Yeah.
Sally, what will you be doing that you don't already do?
Basically like computer work and paperwork and stuff, other paperwork that I don't do right now. I'll be doing that.
So you're learning the
I run all the reports and everything at 2:00. I end the day, all of that. So, my boss was just like, it would be easier if the night person did all of the paperwork and the computer work. And then, of course, there's going to be other stuff that I'm not going to be able to get to because I'm doing all that. But, maybe they'll take on more of the stocking and stuff. I mean, they're going to have to.
Yeah.
Well, you be an assistant manager. You'll be a manager. You can say, you need to crank this up a little bit.
Well, that never stopped her before. Right?
I know that's what the team lead was telling me last night. She goes, yeah, Teresa says I need to put my boss pants on just like you do. And I'm like, I don't have boss pants. I always say I'm not trying to be bossy. That's where I start off. I'm not trying to be bossy. I just, there's certain ways that the boss likes it, and that's the way I do it, and that's the way I train people to do it.
Right.
So
you beat people into submission.
Get the old stick
You're the
out.
boss.
So yeah.
Good.
But it was just, it's just a lot, just like, working somewhere new. It's a lot right at first, but you learn. So I'm sure it'll be, after a month or so, it'll be nothing, So.
Oh my gosh. Hank's having trouble over there. Good morning, Julie. Good morning, AJ and Emmy.
How are you kids?
Hank, I'm sorry you're having such a time down there. What you get for living in that state.
Yeah.
But if anybody has ever been through Charlotte on I-77, like they're headed to Florida or whatever, Charleston, when it comes into Rock Hill, it goes from 4 lanes. It's out to 4 lanes.
Uh-huh.
Well, they're doing some construction work, and they've got it all shoved down to 2 lanes on both sides. Now, in the morning, y'all can look at this on Google Earth if you want to. The traffic backs up from Charlotte to below Rock Hill. Just
my
normal traffic. Normal traffic.
Mm.
It's going to probably be backed up to Columbia today. I swear it will.
Yeah, but that's when you go find those county roads, that you can go the back way,
Well, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 ways to cross the Catawba River.
Right. Well, I
And
guess
everybody's trying to get off
you
the
can
interstate.
swim,
Yeah. Well,
Get- get your boat.
normally I wouldn't worry about it, but since I was at my dad's house last night, I had to deal with it this morning.
Right. Damn.
Yeah.
Hey, you should move to Texas.
Or Alabama.
So why not?
Yep. Our traffic jams here are when the farm tractor pulls out in front of you with a big implement hanging off the back, and you can't get around them for 10 miles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, especially some of those disc harrows that are 80 feet wide and they just keep folding up,
Yeah.
They have to run down the middle of the street just to keep from knocking down power poles.
Hi, Mike and Shauna.
It is definitely that season. People are getting all the ground plowed and ready to start planting here probably pretty soon.
Where is Nishana at where they've had a shooting? Oh,
She's in, where's she at?
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
If you saw on the news about the shooting in Rock Hill, where the former NFL player shot at a doctor and his family,
Right.
that was my dad's hospice doctor,
Oh wow.
and his aunt was our next door neighbor when I was growing up. Up until I was in my 20s, so we sort of know him besides being his hospice doctor.
Right.
Minneapolis.
That's just horrible.
I get Minnesota and Minneapolis mixed up.
Well, that's the state. Minneapolis is in Minnesota.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm right.
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Come on, Bill.
Are you sure?
Is that your Julie that was in here?
And this, huh?
Was that your Julie that was in here?
Yeah.
Hey, Julie, you're over the hump now. You need to go ahead and have another one. You need to give that boy a brother to play with or a sister to play with. Another sister to play with.
Yeah.
All you people out in California, rich, you can afford it. Go ahead and do it.
Mm-hmm.
One more. Oh man.
Got those kids, that little girl's growing up.
No, she says.
Sure, you're young. I'm telling you. No, actually, 2 or 4. That's the way you want to do it. 2 or 4. Increments
Right
of
after she was like, I'm done. I'm so tired all the time and we're not getting any sleep and but she's a good baby and she sleeps and and everything, but they were just tired.
My niece Savannah is pregnant again, and Mason's not even a year old yet.
Oh my goodness. Whew.
My mom said, "You're going to lose your mind."
Brandon has a cousin that's 40 and she found out she was pregnant.
Whew.
40 years old. She'll be 60 when they're 20.
Well, I was 42 when we got Sergey. Of course, Roberta was only like 34 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Shelly. She says she looks like her grandma. Or Mimi.
I know whenever we're talking to the kids, I'm always like, I don't know whether to call her Mimi or Nana right now. And when we're talking to both of them, it's like, what's your name again?
Mimi Nana.
Yeah.
Sounds like a 50s doo-wop band. Mimi Nana, Mimi Nana.
That's the thing is I wanted to be a completely different name, and I wanted them to call me that. And
What, Pookie?
no, Meemaw.
Mima.
I wanted Meemaw, but neither one of them were having it.
Oh, that's.
They named me. That's
Now
what-
you look more like a Mimi or a Gigi or something like that. Kind of a hip name.
yeah.
Mima sounds like my 80-year-old grandmother.
Now when the grandkids are having kids, I want to be called Great One.
Great one.
A great one.
That's actually what Julie's great grandma was named. That's what they named her. That's what they called her, was Great One. So I want that.
Mike says we can all call you Bebop if you want.
That's right.
No, I'm all right. I'll be all right.
You don't need Todd calling you Mima.
That'd be weird. That'd be weird.
Well, that would be a hoot. We start calling her Mima all the time. Change your name to Mima. And then somebody that doesn't know this crowd looks in here and says, "Are all these her grandkids?" Because they must be from a third marriage or something.
Yeah, Meemaw's not going to work for me because Valerie's so much younger than me.
I'm not that much younger than you are.
Yeah, you are. You're like 50 and I'm like 150.
That's what I was about to say. You know, Gwen she's looking pretty damn good there. Todd, you better be worried about keeping her happy because she might trade you in on a younger model.
Yeah, she's going to hook up with the pool boy or something. Yeah.
That's right.
Well, how was y'all weekend?
Oh my God. You want the long story or the short story?
Todd was busy. Well, whatever you got,
Well,
put it out there.
Friday and Saturday was our countywide
Woo.
garage and yard sale
Mm.
weekend.
Everything's bigger in Texas too.
So Friday I shopped till I dropped. I bought everything.
Everything.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Everything.
I spent $300 on Friday,
Wow.
but I
Ooh.
just kept finding deals. Y'all know
What
about
kind of
vintage
purses, huh?
purses? Yeah,
Vintage
this is
man
at the
purses.
Todd, that'll really look good with your jeans and whatnot.
yeah. Too bad it already sold.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So I was at the church rummage sale and I just do purses, $2. Huh? Let's see what they got. Bum bum bum. I found
Hank
8.
said that's going to look
purses.
good with your shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are awesome though.
So
Yeah.
$2 a piece. They had 8 vintage purses I picked up.
Nice.
This one already sold for $33.
Very nice.
Good job.
So I've already got my money back plus with that one. Y'all know about lucite purses?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
That is beautiful.
these are
Mhm.
like, it's got a little crack right behind the latch. But yeah.
Very
Nice.
good.
I had a girlfriend that collected those. She must have $20,000 worth of those things.
Mhm. Oh my goodness, that's just beautiful.
Oh, man.
You better list those high.
I am.
What did you pay for those, Todd?
$2 a piece.
Yeah, you better list those
Oh,
It's
my.
got a bad hinge.
pretty high.
Is that tin? Copper?
That is lucite.
That's
Oh, that's lucite too.
yeah.
It's an early plastic. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I know what that is. I thought it looked like it was metal.
Well, the handle is, and the hardware is.
Mike says, "Move over, doll socks, purses coming in."
That's right. Hadn't listed those yet. Hadn't
Oh,
listed this one yet either.
that one's beautiful.
Is that like the one that's already sold?
Yeah,
It's quite a
got
bit.
That straw.
I haven't listed yet.
Wicker. I guess it'd be Wicker, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yep, Wicker
Yeah,
by Lewis. Lewis,
that's
look
really
that up, somebody. Lewis, Wicker purse. Oh man, I bought so much stuff.
What else did you buy? Did you buy any jewelry?
I did, but well, I didn't buy very much, but just a couple of pieces. This piece, I was like at a garage sale, and I bought a bunch of other stuff. I bought like 4 CD players, and I picked this up. I saw the 925 on it. It was black. I polished it a little bit,
oh awesome.
and I took it up to the table. And the guy said, "Oh, you bought so much stuff, you can just have that."
Oh,
He just gave me this.
well, thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see.
I got to get some silver polish today.
God, I bought tons of stuff. Mess kit was $2. Those sell for about 18, 20 bucks.
What is that?
A mess kit.
It's a military mess kit.
Oh,
Scouts use them too.
What is that?
Now, Scouts have their own brand, own type.
Okay.
Food.
This is U.S. military.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, when I was just talking about that, not necessarily the brands. I'm just saying that's what, and a lot of hunters and fishermen use it too. Because
Yeah, and the Scout mess kits sell good too. But yeah.
Nice.
Oh gosh.
Ooh.
Medi Rub massager,
Okay.
you rub your feet on.
$2. They sell for about 50.
Nice. Good job.
Oh gosh, just
I was thinking that was a light bright or something.
it kind of looks like a light bright.
Kind of,
yeah,
yeah.
kind of.
I guess you just turn it on, stick your feet on it, and stand there. I don't know.
Sweet.
Gosh, I got so much stuff. You want me to continue with show and tell, or y'all bored already?
Well, you can continue if you want. If you don't,
Yeah,
You're doing good.
the other stuff's in the other room. Let me go get some more. Y'all chat amongst yourselves.
okay.
Give us a topic.
So, do you guys have any sales?
I had
weekend?
I had 8.
Ooh, very good.
5 were to the same person.
Ooh, yeah, that's
Wow.
great.
They were all the Pokemon toys. I was in Walmart yesterday to get my shot,
Mm-hmm.
and I was walking around, right there by the pharmacy, and all of a sudden, cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
You think something was wrong with your phone?
I got a stuttering cha-ching because there was 5 in a row where
That's
they
always a good thing.
got them and paid them.
Did you get your second COVID shot or first one?
I only have to get one.
Are you?
I got Janssen, which is
Okay.
Johnson & Johnson.
We sat 6 hours in line
Oh my goodness.
to get ours.
There's so many appointments open at our Walmart. Whenever I went, I could basically pick, and I went on a Sunday, so I could basically pick any time.
Right.
It was all open, and I heard something. I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that Biden is not going to send any more vaccines to Michigan because we don't have the supply or the demand for it.
What?
Like, nobody wants it, so they're going to stop sending it.
Are people not getting a shot, or y'all just about caught up?
I don't know. We are the highest in the nation right now.
Yeah, your numbers are through the roof.
Numbers are really bad.
Yeah.
They just I don't know how it's North Carolina and South Carolina. You can't get appointments.
Wow.
Yeah.
And because everything's booked up. So they had this big public thing that were out at the former Eastland Mall site. So if anybody from the Charlotte area, they know what I'm talking about. And they were loading cars up at 200 cars at a time. And then they would send you through and you'd get your shots and stuff like that. Well, they were, they key in all your information, so they keep track of who's had it. Our local hospital association, Atrium, was running this one. So what was good about it was it automatically went into our permanent record,
Right.
Because when we got home, we looked at my Atrium Health, and it already showed up that we had gotten the first shot. So we go the 24th, but we have an appointment at 2:50 to.
Oh, at least you have an appointment.
You get the second shot. Yeah. And those people have been out there those people directing traffic and whatnot have been there all day long.
Yeah.
And when we finally got ours about 3:00 in the afternoon. So what is that, Todd?
That looks like a fax machine.
Fax machine.
That's exactly what it is.
You're going to send that
to fax machines?
You're going to send that to North Korea? Does anybody use those here?
Yeah, they still sell. There's one that sold for $40. This was $2.
Nice.
Good job.
$40 plus shipping on top. Yeah, I'll sell it.
Yeah. Good job, Julie.
Got some scarves.
Got some scarves. Good.
So let's see. This one says, where's the name? Dadgummit. I should have been more prepared. I knew I was going to do this.
Probably.
Giorgio Armani.
Oh, Giorgio. Giorgio Armani. Oh, that's a good one.
Wait a minute. Spell it.
Like it's wool.
Spell it, Todd.
Giorgio Armani.
It might be like those Bolivia watches,
Let's see. This one is Ralph
Lauren.
Ralph Lauren. Yeah. This one is.
Good job, Shelly. Great, Nishana.
Good job, guys.
Can't find the name on this one. There's a nameless one.
I posted I did a post this morning on Instagram of my stuff that's going out.
Oh. I'll have to look at that.
Did you just get home, Sally, or are you still working that crazy shift, or are you going to be working?
I'll be working the same crazy shift.
So you're going to be doing the same job with a title, a new title, and a little bit more work
and more pay.
Well, that's good.
This one says Dolce Gabbaniers.
What?
Dolce Gabbaniers or something like that.
Dolce
and Gabbana?
Yeah.
I think he's trying really hard to mess that up. Real hard.
I'm surprised you picked that up.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, what's that?
Looks like a J. Crew, maybe.
No.
Yeah.
No.
This says Burberry.
Oh, a Burberry.
Ah.
Good job.
I bet you that, I don't know, $50.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, new was probably 200 or something.
Yeah.
Burberry is crazy money.
You could probably get like $50 off.
Probably fake. It's probably fake.
No, it's not.
No.
Not with those other other ones that you're picking up, that was like, you know, there's a lot of brand names there. I think that person just shops the brand names.
Hmm.
Todd, how long? Sorry, Sally. Go ahead.
This is I bought a set. It's jammies, of course, but my shorts have pineapples on them, and then my shirt Aloha, and it's a 1X.
Nice.
I was what I said. You're wasting away.
No,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
that's very pretty, Todd.
The scarves are 50 cents each.
Nice.
Suckers.
Okay, how long is it gonna take you to get all that stuff listed, Todd?
A long time.
Faster than the dull socks.
So, yeah. And then Saturday, I said, man, I did my own garage sale on Saturday.
Uh-huh.
So I said, I'm going to make enough money to pay for everything I bought.
There you go.
So I spent almost exactly $300 on Friday. And Saturday I did my garage sale, and the final total was $295.75.
Well,
Good
Todd.
job.
So I came up $4.25 short of paying for everything that I bought on Friday
That's
with
awesome, though.
Good
So
job.
how-
profits on Saturday. And that was just junk that I had, that
Yeah.
That's
it's
great.
not junk, but it's not good enough to list on eBay. So
Right.
I acquire a bunch of stuff during a year's worth of reselling.
But that's really good.
If Bridget's watching this, she's going to be busting your chops about. Have you got those scarves listed?
Right.
You got this person listed?
Whoops.
I
Because
know.
that'll be driving her crazy. Because she'll list all freaking day to get new stuff that she got. She will list all day long.
Yep.
Ugh.
I got lots of stuff to get listed.
I told her Todd's an old guy.
Mike
He can't
says,
do it.
Mike says if it says George Armnaughty, it's probably a knockoff. And Hank says, them Dolce Cabana's pretty good, I hear.
Yeah, that's like a guy tried. I told Todd about it. I might have told y'all. Tried to sell me some watches, and he said, "This one's really good." And I looked at it and it said Bolivia. I said, "No, that's a knockoff." He said, "No, that's a real expensive watch." And I said, "No, the real expensive watch is called
Oliva.
Bolova, yeah." And the other one was Rolex. And I said, Rolex only has one X.
It's a special one and it's got 2 X's on it.
Because it had Rolex, and then the last it had one X, and then the second X was like a big X at the end of the word.
Okay.
He's like, really? He says, I paid $100 for each of those watches. I said, dude, you might can get about $3 for them if you lot them up for crafting on eBay.
Oh my gosh.
But I said, you got to look at the words.
Yeah.
Spell it out.
Oh my gosh.
Don't do it phonetically like Todd does.
What, Mike? He said,
Yeah, we were being mean to Mike while you were gone, Todd.
well,
Oh,
we
good.
gotta have somebody.
You can't take no more days off.
We gotta have somebody to pick on.
Mm.
And you liked it, Mike, so just hush.
Mm-hmm.
You like all the attention.
He comes here for the abuse.
Sure. Why wouldn't you? So I have 34 items going out this morning.
Woo! Good job, sister.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really a great weekend.
What's that, Todd?
That's that scarf.
The Dolce
Dolce Gabbana's.
and Cabana's.
Dolce
Quit moving around.
Gabbana.
Yeah,
Gabbana.
we know what it is. We know what it is.
So,
That's a
this
good
one's
one.
got a few snags in it. I'll have to see if I
Hey,
can
Captain Eddie Christie.
Get your snag nabbit,
Hey
pull
there,
those
Christy.
straight.
your snag nabbit tool.
How you
Is there a
doing,
good way to
girlfriend?
do that?
Have you ever heard of that?
Nope.
What?
A snag nabbit tool.
Yes.
It's a great thing to have, and it's cheap.
Yeah, I had a couple at one point. I don't know where they're at right now, but
And
Yeah.
what does this tool do, if I may ask?
So it's a needle, but it
Oh.
has at one end of it, it has it's more textured at the end.
Right.
And so when you put the good end, the straight end in you put that directly in the snag, and what it does is it pulls it through. So it's not showing on the outside, it's it's more on the inside of the item. So it doesn't portray that
Okay.
all snagged up item.
that's awesome.
Yeah. Thanks, Julie.
So I think it was somebody mentioned the Hoarders TV show up there somewhere up the channel.
Oh, it's probably Anessa.
And I was sitting, because we watch old people TV at my mom and dad's house. We start off with Bonanza, and then we go to Cheyenne, and then we go to Gunsmoke, and then we go to Jeopardy, and then The Wheel, and follow it up with Family Feud
There you go.
every night,
Yeah,
except on the weekends, because those shows don't come on the weekends.
right.
So we watch Hoarders, and there was one girl on there. They were cleaning out her house, and I said, not to anybody specifically. I just said, I swear that girl's been on Valerie's morning show. And my mom was like, "What?" I said, "My friend Valerie has a talk show in the morning for eBay resellers and whatnot." And I said, she has guests on there, and I said, I believe that the woman's been on her show before. But the woman had stuff piled to the ceiling, and everything was still in the bags.
Yeah,
It wasn't me.
yeah.
No, I knew it wasn't you. What is that, Todd?
That is a potato ricer.
Mm.
Oh, that just sounds so bad in so many different ways.
I know, but
Potato ricer, huh?
So you
For a
put your
buck.
potato in and it comes out as rice.
Oh,
for $1, I'm gonna
Yeah.
take a chance on that.
yeah.
So
Too bad you don't sell on Amazon. I mean, it's probably got a barcode on it. You could probably send it into them.
I bought a Wii for $10.
Good. How many of those do you have now?
I'm glad you asked that, not me.
Well, wait a minute. What was that? Let me back this up.
Now you're going to look at all those video consoles.
Yep.
Was it
I
a
have more than
handheld
one.
therapeutic device?
What?
Was that a handheld therapeutic device?
The ricer?
No, the thing with the cord attached to it.
No, that was a Wii.
That was a
was that
Wii.
Oh,
Never
wow.
out of the box.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Good
Had to
job.
pay up for this. It was $40,
Mm.
but
Yes,
these are
sir.
about $250 on eBay.
Nice. Very good.
Do they run on Wi-Fi?
I don't know. What is it?
No,
I
maybe.
don't know.
My neighbor's got one of those or something similar to that, and he's got them at the four corners of his house. And you can just
Looks like you got to plug in wires.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the tough ones. Now, are you sure that's not where you tie into your router box or any of that kind of stuff?
Maybe. You could probably run a line.
There's quite a few hookups there, so it looks like each camera has got its own wire to hook up to it. So
Yep. Mike says get that up quick. Technology expires fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they're every, every little. I was looking at security cameras and stuff the other day, and really, you can buy a pretty good security camera thing, even with like running on Wi-Fi and stuff for like $75-$100
Yeah.
with like 4 to 6 cameras.
Like I said, my neighbor's got one, and you can just anybody can go in and tap into his Wi-Fi. I mean, his camera feed. So he lives far enough down the street that if I've got stuff I need to put in the mail, I call up his camera and see if the mailman's still down in the street. I told him about that. He says, "I'm gonna start charging you access fees."
There you go.
You really ought to maybe like put that behind a firewall. And he's like, "Why?" He said, "All I want to do, just want people to know that I've got a camera up. I'm looking."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What else you get, Todd? Anything good?
Oh, I got like 6 different DVD, VCR, 5-disc changer.
Wow.
Units, Pioneer and Sony and Mitsuturkey and whatever that one is.
Mitsubishi.
Yeah, whatever you said.
Mitsubishi.
So yeah.
Yeah, get a car. He's gonna put in the inventory, unlisted inventory room. No, he don't need a big shed.
I got some jackets. You want to see the jackets?
He'll just fill them up.
Bridget was wanting someplace to go. She need to just take the big van and head to Todd's house and take a wad of money. And
if she put up a security camera, all she would see is her husband being in the backyard.
Right.
I mean, would you see that?
There's something about, I don't know. There's a freedom with it, I guess.
Yeah.
What is that, Todd?
That's a nice jacket. That's the motorcycle jacket. It looks like.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very nice.
You're on mute, Todd. You're on mute. There you go.
Sorry.
He didn't want to.
Charo. This is $300 new.
Yeah.
But
jacket.
It's one of those with padding in the elbows and shoulders, so when you fall off your motorbike, you got some padding.
Yeah.
But like
what size is that?
It's not good. It's a women's small.
Wow.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
So though.
Yeah, it will, but it won't bring like what a men's extra large would.
Look at, hey Lori. Look at Lori with her little spreadsheet thing going back here,
That's my goal board. Monthly goal board.
Ooh. Vanessa says I might see Bigfoot when we're in Allegheny National Forest after all. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Up in North Carolina, in Marion, North Carolina, if any of y'all are Bigfoot fans, they have an annual convention up there, or festival up there, the Bigfoot Festival.
Ooh.
So if y'all go to the Marion, North Carolina website and find out when it's going to be held this year.
We know I am because that's all part of the paranormal and cryptozoology and all that stuff. So
well, we'll meet you there.
Oh, I would love to go. I would love to go on an expedition. Just that would be so fun. My son and I, he and I both want to do that. Go on one of those expeditions, finding Bigfoot, and document it. I think that would be fun.
Yeah. Where'd Sally go?
I don't know. Todd, you're muted again. I don't think Todd wants us to hear him grunting when he's been over picking stuff up off the floor.
Squatch fest. It's getting squatchy in here.
It's nice.
So I got like a huge box of Hot Wheels play sets
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
for $2.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome. They usually do pretty good too. Hot Wheels do.
Are they just kind of? Are people trying to just clean out their house?
Yeah, pretty much. A lot of them were.
You know,
Some
there's
of them, some
Go
of
ahead.
them weren't. But others, God, they're great deals. Here's a Notre Dame jacket.
Ooh, nice. That's a great one.
Starter,
Yep.
Cool.
size large.
Good job on that one.
Lori, is the Cavaliers? Is that a college team or or a pro team? Cleveland.
I think that's a NBA team. Cleveland Cavaliers is
Yeah, that's an
NBA. Yeah.
I was digging through some stuff and found a tank top jersey looking thing, and a hat for the Cavaliers, and I'm like, put that in the research pile because I'm all about pro sports.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's an NBA team.
Mm-hmm.
I got a Barber oilskin coat, oiled cotton, whatever it is, wax
cotton. Yeah,
Well, you need to put that up because the boaters will want that.
that's a nice one.
Mhm.
Barber, Barbour. Somebody look that up.
Never heard of it.
Barbour jacket. Let's see.
I had a good weekend this weekend. Did your own sales do good?
Through the roof.
Yeah, mine too. I got like 18 going out. It's like Teresa says, that's all I've heard is your phone going cha-ching. I said, is that a problem? She says, oh no.
Well, new ones are running in the $400 range.
Good job on that.
For the Barber.
Yeah, new ones
Yeah, mine
that look
cost
sort of like yours.
$2.
Yeah, Todd listed it for $30.
What is a Orvis
That's a
website?
fly fishing company originally.
It's a
Really? Well, I guess I could research it. Orvis.
Well, they do a lot of clothing. They do jackets. They do women's clothing. It definitely was what'd you say, a fishing company?
Yeah, I'm looking there. They have fly fishing rods and stuff like that.
They're kind of an outdoors brand, but they do a lot of men's and women's clothing.
Hey, Mr. Sadie.
I sell those pretty good, actually. Yeah. Lori, I have 34 going out.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's like
It was a crazy weekend, but
it was. And I didn't even have a sale going this weekend. I forgot to set it up. I was like, and even Lacey's like, why is it mine cha-ching? And she got one. Her work give her some bulwark or bellwork or something like that. They're protective gear jackets. They're brand new. I guess they over ordered and they couldn't send them back because it was a third party company that they ordered from because she works in a like it's called Unifirst. It's a industrial uniform cleaning plant.
right.
And like Centos and all that, they do the same thing, clothing, lab clothing, and things like that. So the boss called her and said, "Do you want these?" You tell
Wow.
you know she's doing eBay. And she got 7 of them, and a used one goes for like $85, and these are brand spanking new, right out of the plastic. I put puppies on for $125.
Yeah.
I said, trust me, and they're 5X. all 7 or 5X.
Oh
I
my
said,
goodness.
trust me, it might be a little long tail, but
Yeah.
you will sell them.
Yeah.
You will sell them
Yeah.
because they look like Carhartt, but they're
Lift them high.
they're kind of like what the firefighters wear, that type of stuff. They're flame resistant, water resistant.
Mhm.
I said, trust me, you'll sell them. I said, the right.
What is it called? Something tech. Something.
Gore-Tex.
Yeah, Gore-Tex.
I don't think they have. I don't know if they have Gore-Tex in them or not. I'll have to look at the tag, but she's all excited. And then some lady brought
Gore-Tex. People really like
Oh
Gore-Tex.
yeah, I sell anything with Gore-Tex all the time, especially boots.
Yep.
Boots, any type of shoes with Gore-Tex and gloves.
Yep.
Oh. I tell you what, I am never going to buy discounted ink cartridges again.
Mm.
Why?
I got 63 prints out of that ink cartridges I just put in there last week. 63. And then it says on the label that if it says low ink, can't resend. No, I'm sorry. As I was looking through the paperwork, I thought, how can they get away with not putting enough ink? Because they're refurbished is what they are. So I was trying to save a few dollars, because ink is expensive.
Right.
And so I contacted them. I said, look, I should have gotten a little bit more than 63 pieces of paper out of this cartridge of ink. I said, I'm not going to put a negative because I did get it when I asked for it because I needed it. I said, can you, express ship it or something? Because I'm out of ink. I couldn't find it anywhere, not locally. And they did. So I'm happy with that part. I said, a happy customer is a returning customer, not meaning I'm going to return your item, but they will come back and buy more.
Would you like a industrial sized Dell printer?
No, it's a Canon Maxima.
No, do you want one?
Do I want one? I don't have any room for anything that big.
Well, I have one in my garage and it's in the box.
Yeah, I just have a little bitty space to work with in this little area.
Yeah, it's pretty
this
big.
is a great printer. And it's just ink is expensive, but
I mean it's probably like that.
uh-huh.
And it's like an office sized.
Yeah. Well, I just got this one. This one's a great printer. I mean, it's an all-in-one. It scans. You can do fax, do all that with this one. So I thought, well, I'm going to save a few dollars, and and I looked at their feedback, but they have like over 20-some thousand feedback, and they're a U.S. seller. And I'm like, okay, we'll go with. They have maybe 4 or 5 negatives in the last 6 months or something like that. So I'm like, there's always going to be somebody that's going to be unhappy, but I can see why now they left the comments because and I just told them, I said, I've been doing this.
Still got the cartridge, it has like a cartridge in it, and it's not a laser. What is it called?
Was it the inkjet?
Yeah,
that's what this one is. I think it's the inkjet.
And per cartridge, I think it does 10,000.
Wow.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
A lot of prints.
Well, I thought about using my little 4x6 and just put a packing slip on a 4x6 sheet and just stick it because I've got boxes
That's
of
what I used to do.
boxes of print. The only thing I don't like about that is it doesn't give them the totals. The new packing slip, the customer it doesn't give you a total, just tells them what they bought. I like them seeing, what they paid and all that. I like to have all that information for them. So, but that particular one doesn't do it. And I could put it on there, but it's so small you can't see it.
Yeah.
So I was just very aggravated with them and let them know I was aggravated, but I wasn't going to leave them negative feedback because I don't roll that way because out of all the good that they have, they don't.
Right.
I just told them, I've been doing this for a long time, and I know that to keep your customers happy and keep them coming back, I said a little bit of quality control goes a long way.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I said check your product. I said if they're not putting enough in it, then you're going to start having more issues down the line.
Yep.
So
this is true.
What's that saying? Something is worth an ounce of I can't ever remember that.
An ounce of prevention is a pound of cure or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So now I'm gonna get some more ink.
That's Mr. Sadie. He should remember all those old sayings.
Mr. Sadie said he hit 7 out of 7 playing 5-cent Keno yesterday. Great job.
Woo! What'd you win? 1,500?
What'd that bring you? Good man.
5 cent
Yeah,
Keno.
Shauna
What
said
else you
the
know?
laser printer is the way to go. I got tired of buying inkjet cartridges.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking of is that it's laser. The one that takes it doesn't take like a regular cartridge, it takes a toner.
A toner.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This one does.
Yeah.
You probably won
Got a
$10.
new toner in it, so I already got one.
7,000
I was
nickels.
given another one.
Woo!
So
Way to go, Mr. Sadie.
Yeah, 7,000 nickels sounds way better.
Well, that's like we're going to hit a nickel slot machine and won 1,500 nickels. It was like $45 or something like $55.
man.
Yep.
And that's back when they kicked out all the, they actually kicked out the change.
I
Yeah.
haven't been to a casino and we have one literally 10 minutes. I mean, on a good night, I can see the lights from it up here on the hill. So, I mean, it's not that far. It's less than maybe 2 miles, 3 miles
Yeah.
away. So, at most.
We're
It's
getting a new one.
About 3 cornfields from here. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big cornfields. Big cornfields.
Yep, 3 or 4 at most.
We're getting a new one on I-85. And it's causing a lot of scandal because the tribe is actually in South Carolina, but they're federally recognized. And this town has been working with them to bring it because they've been wanting to have their own casino. South Carolina's not really wanting to play with them, so they're going to put it in Kings Mountain, North Carolina, and people are just raising all kinds of hell about it. This is what gets me. The state is, representatives, congressmen, and all this are not liking the idea of having another casino in town or in the state, but we have 50 scratch-off tickets, and we have Powerball and Mega Million. And now you can do Mega Million and Powerball and not even have to go in and buy tickets. You can do it all online, and it goes into your account and whatnot.
Yep.
Just making it easier. What it is the Catawbas are wanting to put the new one in. The Cherokees have one up in Cherokee, North Carolina. And you don't go to if you want to go to the casino, you make a trip to the casino. Whereas this one on I-85, we have so much traffic from the land of the Yankees to the southern Yankees that live in Florida now going down I-80 to 20 or whatever it is that runs into Florida. All they have to do is get up right off the interstate, It's going to be so easy. But anyway, I don't go to those sinful places.
When it first opened, we were there all the time, and then just the newness kind of wore off, and I got tired of it. I won money and I lost money, so
Yeah.
I lost more than I won, but I had one good hit, and then the rest of the time it was little measly little things. But and my sister, she would disappear. We'd know right where to find her. She'd be sitting right over at the casino.
Hank says those South Florida Yankees. That's right. You can leave New York and you go south, and then when you get far enough south, you start heading north again. We're having a lot of people from up north move into our area because we have hot summers, but we don't have the hot, humid summers like they do down on the peninsula of Florida. Hey, Joanna.
That's right, Joanna. So if I want to flush money down the toilet, I don't need to go to a casino.
But a
You do it.
casino is funner than flushing money down the toilet.
I like casinos, but I know if I know me, I'd be there every day probably. So
Well, it's like this.
I just don't need to get into that habit.
I'm a sinner, Tom. Forgive me, Lord, for I have sinned. Yeah, I'm just making a joke about that. I go to when we go to we go out to Vegas or to Atlantic City. We have X amount of money to spend per day, and we know we're not going to bring any of it back. It's all going to be staying in Las Vegas and Nevada. And, and we go and we have a good time when we spend our money, and then we go walking around all the casinos and stuff like that. Or during the Atlantic City, you go walking on the boardwalk, but you're not going to bring it back.
Yeah,
but you know what I would do is I would borrow from all the days that I'm going to be there. I'd be there the first day, and I'd say, "Well, I'm going to use that money for this day. I'm going to use it all today. I'm going to just do it. Go big or go home." And I know I'd do that. So I'm better off just staying away.
So it's a lot of fun, but you got to keep it under.
Now, if I go to Vegas or any place that has like places to go, I would have a good time just walking the strip.
Yeah,
just hanging out there and looking at all the sights, and I'd rather do that than gamble.
People watch.
But if you're going to a casino down the road, that's why you're there. You're there to gamble. So, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know people that go to Vegas and they go out there first class compliments of the casino, and they'll drop $50,000 in the weekend and not think anything about it.
Wow.
And I'm thinking 50 grand. Yeah, but remember 3 months ago I hit it for $600,000. I'm like, that's the reason they send you free first class tickets for you and your wife, and want your wife to go shopping compliments in their stores and whatnot and feed you, because they know that you're going to dump every bit of that money back to them.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Gwen and I go maybe 4 times a year. But I like going up to the poker room because I can take $100 bill into the poker room and play for 4 hours. And, at the end of 4 hours, I will have 9 times out of 10, I'll lose the $100. But
it'll take you 4 hours to lose it.
The other 10th of the time, I'll make a couple of $100 off the other players. So
Beth wants to know if you go to Kashada.
I have been, not lately. We go to WinStar, and we go to that's north of Dallas. And
is that how you say it?
WINSTAR. And then we go to the Choctaw Casino, which is north of Fort Worth. Both of them are just over the Oklahoma line.
Right.
So WinStar, I forget the tribe that WinStar is. WinStar is just about the world's largest casino.
Right.
It's almost a mile long.
Is that where they bust in the old people?
Yeah, they do that all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Both casinos do that.
Years ago, I knew this old guy from over in Florida. He was over in the Panhandle, and he had like 10 buses, and they ran to New Orleans, someplace over there, every day, back and forth, taking bus loads of old people over there.
Yeah, both the WinStar and the Choctaw Casino have regular routes. They just come up into the little towns, and they'll pull their bus up into the courthouse parking lot, and all those old folks get on the bus.
Yeah.
They go play for 4 hours, and then they haul them home and help them down off the bus.
Yeah. Yeah, Hank
Oh.
says, can anybody tell me, do you have places that call themselves internet cafes, but what they are is internet gambling and they lie to get into the business? Well, I've heard of that being done.
We had them here in town, but then they locked down on them really hard.
Yeah. That
I
only
used to
flies-
play online poker a lot, but they shut that down.
Yeah.
that don't fly for very long anyway. You know, they can get them up there, but
We used to have poker machines here in South Carolina, and I think they had them in North Carolina, but we had them before I moved to North Carolina, and they were everywhere.
mhm.
If they were in convenience stores or in grocery stores, they were every place.
Yep.
And people were losing their ass on them
Mhm.
because they were not. The ones in casinos, they have to have a certain payoff percentage
Mhm.
by law. Well, these were like, whatever.
All right, y'all. It's 9:02. Time to get busy. Time for Sally to take a nap.
Mhm.
We'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a great day. Get lots of sales.
Thanks for the show, Valerie.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
Look at Mr. Sadie's note before you log off.
Thank
But
you all
anyway.
for coming.
Thanks for having me back on. I'll be good. I'll start being good
America's
to you and be on
Card.
more often.
All right. We'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Sadie.